In today's lesson, you will learn how to control and issue targeting orders to your wingmen using the Datalink. This mission is based on and follows the Datalink training video originally released by Eagle Dynamics. If you are having trouble hearing me, please exit the mission and turn down your in-cockpit and world sounds. To help you concentrate on the mission, let's enter auto hover mode by pressing left Alt-T or the auto hover button on your HOTAS. Activate the auto hover mode now and set your cyclic to about 75% or the normal operating position. The auto hover light will illuminate on the overhead dash when the auto hover mode has been activated. When you are ready, press the spacebar to continue. You are now in control of the aircraft. Watch your vertical velocity indicator and try to get it as close to zero as possible. Wait a moment for the helicopter to stabilize, then press the spacebar to continue. The R800 radio communicates with other aircraft, ground crews, and airport towers. It has two frequency ranges, 100 to 149 MHz and 220 to 400 MHz. In-game, all communications between ground crews, other aircraft such as your wingmen, and ATCs are all on the default channel of 127.5 MHz, so you won't really need to change the radio frequency unlike real life. Depending on the mission you are flying, the mission designer may change the radio frequencies of various flight elements. See your mission briefing for correct frequencies. Some things to keep in mind when using the R800 radio to communicate is that you must have line of sight and the distance should be less than 150 kilometers away. If these conditions are not met, the radio and Datalink messages may not be received. The Datalink is used to send and receive information from another helicopter using the R800 radio. The top buttons on the Datalink are indicative of the type of target the enemy is. From left to right, ground moving target, SAM or AAA, other, target ingress point. The middle row of buttons is used to denote the wingman you are sending the targeting information to, or you can send it to all of your wingmen. In order to properly communicate with your wingmen, we need to ensure we have properly set up the Datalink and the R800 radio. Turn on the Datalink, VHF, TLK, and the Datalink on switch. Set the ID number according to your number in flight. The flight leader or commander should always be 1 and is already set by default. Wingman 2 would be ID 2 and so on. The commander's Datalink should be set to COM or commander mode. Turn the ABRIS to the nav page by pressing push button 5 nav. Turn the laser on to standby. Bring up the R800 communications menu by pressing / on your keyboard or the button on your HOTAS. The radio selections are selected by pressing the corresponding F key on your keyboard. For instance, let's talk to our entire flight. Flight is number 1 in the menu. Press F1 on your keyboard to talk to the flight. There are several different options you can choose from in this screen, and all of your wingmen will respond to the task you assign them. You can choose to issue an order to a specific wingman by choosing their appropriate wingman number from the previous screen. Let's have them change their formation to a trail formation by pressing F5 on your keyboard and then F4 for trail formation. All of the members in your flight should check in and then move to their corresponding location. You can watch them move to their new designated positions by pressing F2 on your keyboard and moving your camera to view your wingmen. Practice changing different flight formations and then press the spacebar to continue.
Flight, go trail formation.
When issued a recon order, your wingman will move forward at low altitude to the designated distance. Using his schwal, he will identify targets and transmit them to your helicopter via the external target system. When information is received, Betty will say, "Watch Ekron." The recon helicopter number will flash as well as the target on the Abris. The type of target and number will be flashing on the Datalink panel. Bring up the radio menu and tell Wingman 2 to perform a reconnaissance mission by pressing F5 on your keyboard in Wingman 2's communications menu. When selecting a distance, keep in mind that the distance you are requesting is forward of your position. Don't send your Wingman to his death by telling him to recon 10 kilometers ahead of your position when your enemy is only 5 kilometers ahead of you. Tell your Wingman to recon 2 kilometers ahead. Press the spacebar to continue after you have given him his orders.
2. Racket 2 clicks. Bearing 001. 2. Proceeding in racket scan mode. 2. Our target. 12 o'clock. Range 4.
Watch Ekron.
When you receive information, the target type and ingress number will be flashing on the data link. To save the information, press the flashing target type button, then press the send mem button on the data link to store the information. Do this for all the targets your wingman has sent you. When your wingman is finished with his recon, he will return back to the formation. After you have saved the target information, press the spacebar to continue.
12 o'clock. Range 4. 2. Recce complete.
If you need to erase a target from memory, you will need to press the type of target button the desired number of times to get to that target. When the target is selected, it will be flashing on the Abris. Press the clear button and the target will disappear off the Abris screen. Delete one of the targets your wingman has sent you, and then press the spacebar to continue.
Watch Ekron.
In order to send target information to your wingman, you will need to first lock up a target with the schwal. For a more detailed walkthrough on targeting, please see the Weapon Employment Training mission. Lock onto a tank with the schwal, then press the target type on the data link, which will illuminate. Press the Send Mem button to save the target to memory, and a new target will appear on the Abris. Press the spacebar to continue.
Position defend.
Send your target information to your fourth wingman by first pressing the target type button you want to send. If the data link is storing multiple targets of the same type, you will need to press the target type button the number of times required to get to the target you want to send. The target will be flashing on the ABRIS. Send your target information to your desired wingman by pressing the wingman's ID number and press Send Mem. Press the spacebar after you have sent your target information to your fourth wingman. If the information is received, all the lights will go out on the data link. If the signal is not received, then the Send Mem button will flash. Using the R800 radio, contact Wingman 4 and tell them to engage your data link target. Your wingman will stop its current task and attack the target or groups of targets and then will rejoin the formation. Let's watch your wingman go to work.
Engage Datalink target. 4, roger.
Targeting Systems Data Link. You may continue to practice using the data link and commanding your wingman, or you may exit the mission at any time.
Flight. Engage targets of opportunity.
2, copy. 2, engaging target. Engaging target. 2, running in. 3, engaging target. 4, running in. 4, sail away. 4, sail away. 4,